January 25, 2015, 84th Special Action Force or SAF conducted an special operation of Tukanalipao, Mamasapan, Maguindanao, also called Oplan Exodus. The operation was intended as arrest warrant for Zulkifli bin Hir or alias Marwan. Alias Marwan is a Malaysian terrorist and a bomb maker with a bounty on his head worth $5 million. The mission eventually led to a clash between Philippine National Police (PNP) SAF versus Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters (BAFF) and Moro Islamic Liberation Front (MILF). The police operation is successful because of Marwan died in that operation, but in return 67 lives are claimed because of the said operation, including the SAF 44 troopers, 18 MILF fighters, and 5 civilians. Because of the high number of PNP SAF members that were killed in the operation, caught the attention of many, including the Philippine media and legislature. In one of the Congress investigation that follows this tragic mission, the Senate President Franklin Drilon and Senator Francis Escudero debated the public hearing of an audio recording that allegedly an attempt to cover up the massacre of PNP SAF commandos. Drilon questioned the admissibility of this recording as evidence under anti-wiretapping law, whereas Escudero cited the legal brief of the Free Legal Group, arguing that the anti-wiretapping law only protects the recording and interception of private communication. If we calculate the costs and benefits of our actions, then we are considering an ethical theory that gives premium to the consequences of actions as the basis of morality, and it is called utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that argues for the goodness of pleasure and determination of right behavior based on the usefulness of the actions. When we argue about wiretapping is permissible because doing so results in better public safety, then it is utilitarian. And because we argue that some individual right can be sacrificed for the benefits of many.
This is Josie Calyao, and I'll be discussing the principle of utility and John Stuart Mill. So John Stuart Mill, born on May 20, 1806 at Pentonville, London, United Kingdom, and later died on May 8, 1873 at Avignon, France. He was an English philosopher, political economist, member of parliament, and civil servant. Mill was a proponent of utilitarianism, an ethical theory developed by his predecessor, Jeremy Bentham. So according to him, principle of utility is about subjection of these sovereign masters, pleasure and pain. These masters are given by nature to us to determine what is good or bad and what ought to be done or not. They fasten our choices to their throne. According to Mill, he stated that actions are right in proportion as they tend to promote happiness, wrong as they tend to produce the reverse of happiness. Happiness is intended pleasure and the absence of pain, by unhappiness, pain, and privation of pleasure. So clearly, Mill argues that we act and do things because we find them pleasurable, and we avoid doing things because they are painful. If we find our action pleasurable, Mill explains it is because we are inherently pleasurable in themselves, or they eventually lead to the promotion of pleasure and avoidance of pain.
Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. The topic that is assigned to me is the principle of the greatest number. Bentham's fundamental adage, which supports utilitarianism, expresses that every social, moral, and government regulation should be designed to maximize satisfaction for the greatest number of people. What is the principle of the greatest number? The best place guidelines is an ethical fundamental that holds that doing what adds to the best joy of the best number of individuals is the best thing to do.
Justice is about relation to others as measured against the moral of society, while morality is about the right itself as measured against your own beliefs. Chapter 2, under Utilitarianism, Justice and Moral Rights is Utilitarianism is one of the best known and most influential moral theories. Like other forms of consequentialism, its core and idea that whatever actions are morally right or wrong depends on the effects. Most especially, the only effects of actions that are relevant are the good and the bad results that they produce. The ordinary idea of justice is that some interests have the greatest weight. We say they are protected by rights, since utilitarianism involves the weighing different goals. Security is will give the greatest weight to the interests protected by rights.